Hey everybody. Um, Excuse the puffy eyes. I've been emotional today. I saw something online on Instagram specifically, and it had to do with um, some people that had passed away recently. Some people that that were artists, local artists, people who were well known in the music industry. And when I hear that, or I see that, is how fragile it is. Truly, this experience, the human experience, having a community, getting to know these artists. And it's just so funny to think, like, not even a week ago, not even a year ago, not even a year and a half ago, I couldn't even give an adequate and genuine reason that I believed in for continuing to be alive today. And I say that because this world will try so hard for the people who truly are grateful for living in this world, who are truly grateful for living in this life. Make it seem as if their existence is a problem and that you are unworthy in some way of living this life, living here, existing. And people get really artsy, people get really creative in the ways that they do this, and the biggest common way is through gaslighting and manipulation, and especially it comes out so much clearer. I just know that there has been an increasingly larger feeling. It's just a subconscious knowing that a lot of people, a lot of things, a lot of forces, seen and unseen, have been wanting me to not talk and not share and not discuss. And honestly, I have to do it anyway, because this is just not something that I'm not gonna do, and it's not something that I'm willing to give up on doing. I wish nothing but protection, but covering, but strength to be instilled within all of my brothers and sisters at this moment, because there's so much warfare going on. There's so much hate, there's so much greed, evil. I'm a very sensitive individual, and that does not mean weak at all. But all I'm gonna say is that these demons and these evil entities and the warfare is really high, and is really trying. It's really trying. It's really trying to think that they will win, to think that they will succeed, to think that they are going to actually stop us. And I know who I'm talking to, and you know who you are. Stop us from actually carrying this through and carrying this out, because there's nothing else to do but just free fall. And this is a part of it. It's not over till God says. And even then, we are going to be able to enjoy, sit in, relax, have peace, have joy, our blessings. And I know that y'all are not gonna quit. You better not. You better not. Because I'm not quitting. And we're still literally going through this life together, in the same lifetime, in the same timeline. For the ones who really understand and really know, and the ones who don't, know that you can always reach out to me. You can DM, you can book readings, and we can work through it together, because you're not alone. But it's just no joke, man. Ever since I kind of had a little pause, per se, not being in the shelter system, it's been truly astonishing and truly eye-opening to see how, I guess the song Put Your Records On by Corinne Bailey Rae is coming up. And the message is all about how seasons change, time changes, things move, but things also stay the same. Very much they do stay the same. That no matter what transition, no matter what turns, and no matter what paths you are going to take, life is still always going to resemble similarness, sameness at the end of the day. So knowing that, how are you going to use what you can control to determine how you treat this version of your life? How are you going to utilize what you have and what you've built and what you've known to create a better version of the life that you were always meant to live? Because your soul never really changes. Your soul is concrete, but your soul is so expansive, and there's so many aspects to it that we're going to continue to get up every day to explore those different aspects, to integrate and to heal them, and to keep moving through, getting to learn ourselves better and more. Even if we make the same mistakes, we make them and then we figure out where do we need to adjust, because we're processing in real time who we can trust. We're processing in real time what we're meant to be around. We're processing in real time what is exactly that we're meant to do. We're processing in real time what type of life do we want to live and build for ourselves, and how do we want to do it, and when do we want to do it. All within working in a world that is not fully optimized for people like me and y'all who have resonated and are still watching this video. And thank you for being here, and thank you for still joining me in this message and joining me in this conversation. I would love to hear your feedback and hear what you guys have to say about this conversation as well. It's important to have this equal exchange of communication, 11:17 on my clock, of understanding and understanding one another's souls, you could say, because it's important to me that I build a community. It's important to me that I have a community that, irregardless of where I am, they'll always be there. Not have to be physically, but it could be astrally or spiritually. The way that people build relationships in community and interact with community really has to change in order for us to truly be able to experience the community that we are asking for in this life and in this world. A lot of us didn't grow up fully understanding what it was, especially if your relatives or your family members or your household kept you sheltered or kept you away from a lot of others, family, outsiders, friends, whatever it may be. You might have not traveled or went out much. There's a need to continue to exposing yourself to things outside of what you always have seen before, because you will never know. It's like, for example, I'll give a metaphor. If a dog has never been friends with a cat, the dog is not going to know how to interact with the cat. The dog has to be around the cat in order for the dog to really understand what and who and how is this thing before you or around you or within you. You know, it could be in any one of those different types of differentiations. And the dog would have never known that there's other animals besides themselves. Other different types of animals. You know, they're all pets. They're all, you know, companions, but they're different species. And I guess in the human sense, we're not necessarily different species, but we're all different in terms of what our soul contract was meant to accomplish in this lifetime. Everybody has a different reason for it. Everybody has a different reason for it. Everybody has a different, you know, connection to that. When it comes to if you feel nervous or if you feel hesitant to go into environments that are unfamiliar to you, things that you haven't done before or never seen before, you know, you can't knock it till you try it type thing. But being able to see both sides of that coin, of being overexposed and being underexposed, and going in between and exchanging between those, has been an experience that is very jarring. It's not meant to last forever, and we need to snap out of it. We need to wake up. We need to log back in and refocus, because it's not over till we say it's over. 16:16 on the clock. You don't have to frown, because that frown is going to turn upside down, because the sun will come out again. The sun will come out again, and everything will be okay. I wouldn't be walking with this much faith, because it's not blind faith. It's faith in not only the things that I've seen thus far that have confirmed this of being true, but everybody else, how everybody else is acting right now. Everybody is just acting different, acting a little weird. And it's not abnormal. It's all supposed to happen, but you're not crazy. You're not out of it. Delayed never means denied. All right. I love you. Keep going. You're almost there. Bye.